Okay, so this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius. And for the Sagittarius that I'm speaking to today, I'm seeing that a lot of good things are happening for you and coming in for you. But with your oracle cards today being nothingness, experiencing, and patience, Spirit's literally saying that you could feel like you're not experiencing anything yet, or you're waiting for something to happen and it's not happening. Um, Anything really like that, where you could feel like you're in a bit of a slow period or stillness, and you're like, when's it going to happen, or when's it going to pick up? Um, so that could give you a clue into what this reading is about today. I'm going to dive deeper into the energies here, but before I do, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for receiving this reading. If you would like a personal reading, I do offer them, and you can email me. My email is down below in the description box. And if this reading resonates with you, please take a second to like and subscribe, as that helps me connect deeper with your energy. Now, Sagittarius, I feel like you're connecting with something or someone that feels really, really good. Your overall energy is the Six of Pentacles. So that's an energy of giving and taking, giving and receiving. You're in exchange with something or something else, and it really fills your cup. It really makes you feel good. And it could make you feel more balanced, or it could feel like whatever this is really giving, really nourishing. Let's take a look at that Six of Cups. Or sorry, Six of Pentacles. Could be a Six of Cups energy for me to say that. Some type of soul connection or soul bond. But it is the Six of Pentacles, so let's look at the Six of Pentacles. We have the Star, Temperance, and the Nine of Pentacles. So something that you've been wanting for a really long time is coming in. It could have been something you sort of dreamed of, but you felt like you had to wait, and you were kind of biding your time, kind of building up your resources, building up your strength in yourself, as you sort of waited for this to come in. And it comes through with that star card as sort of a North Star that you were looking up to as guiding you forward. But there's a recognition of this is something that was always going to take a while, and now it seems like the energy of that is starting to come in, and things are starting to balance out for you, starting to align for you, where you're now getting to that next level with whatever this is. Now, in the recent past, we have the Sun, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Cups. So this could be a relationship or a partnership of some sort. If it's not romantic, it could be like a working relationship, some type of business partner. It could be like harmony with someone in your family, or even like waiting for someone to be born. But I am, for many of you, seeing it as some sort of new connection with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Someone coming in, and you can really lay your eyes on them, you can touch them. You know, they're real. They're really in your life, and they're really showing up in a real way. And with that Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, they're offering you something, and that could be happiness. Now, with this being the recent past, many of you could have already experienced this, or you could be in the process of like the beginnings of this relationship. Maybe you just met this person, and it's sort of lighting you up with that Sun card. It could be giving you a lot of hope, a lot of happiness. There could be some playfulness in this too, like you have a new buddy, or someone who just really kind of opens your eyes to new things. You know, it gives you a fresh perspective. Let's look at that Sun card in the recent past. The Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Page of Swords. You're showing me that you're kind of looking for the one, quote unquote, someone who really fits the bill, someone who really brings the goods, as they say. Like Ten of Pentacles and the Emperor, that's like the whole package. That's someone who, you know, is abundant and has really everything that you're looking for, whatever that is. And so different people are going to be looking for different qualities or different things, but you're showing me I know what I want, and I'm wondering when it's going to come in. And someone came in who you start to think, maybe this is it. Maybe they have what I'm looking for. And so in the recent past, you're showing me you started connecting with that person, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Cups. They came into your life, you met them, and you kind of thought to yourself, this could be it. This is interesting. Someone definitely caught your eye here. Let's look at the Eight of Wands, communication between the two of you. We have the Empress, the Five of Cups, the Magician. So this is coming through as possibly having the potential for a perfect match, but you manifested this in somewhat of a painful process. You're showing me I went through a lot and I'm manifesting this connection for myself as I come out the other side. So even though this is exciting, this is happy, and you're looking for that happiness, you're showing me in the past what's actually come in was really disappointing. Maybe you met people who didn't really live up to your expectations, or they just weren't what you were looking for, and over again you were disappointed. And so whenever you met this person who's now kind of currently coming in, this new emperor energy, it comes through with a little bit of hesitation on your end, where you're like, well, are they really the one, or am I just manifesting sort of disappointment again? But then with the Two of Cups and the Queen of Wands, as soon as you connected with them, it's like, oh, this actually feels really good. It could have brought out another side of your energy, the excitement, the passion, the feeling of like, I think this really is the one. So now we're getting the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and then in the current energy you have the Ace of Cups. So the aces are signifying like a new beginning, something with a lot of promise, something that comes through as a really solid offer as well. Something that makes you say, wow, I think this is a path that I want to go down. And it comes through as something solid with the Ace of Pentacles, and also something that you want to take action towards with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands for the Two of Cups. It's like, yes, if I know anything, I know that this feels good. I know that this feels right. So far, really positive energies for this connection. With the Ace of Cups, it just keeps moving in this really positive direction. So in the current energy, you do have that Ace of Cups, you have the King of Swords, and you have the Judgment card. So you're basically showing me everything's lining up. This feels really good. There's some element of love or reciprocity there with the Ace of Cups. It's like, I know that I can let my feelings out. I know that I can lean into this. You're kind of saying, I think this is the one, and I think that this is love. Whatever this is, if it's a person, if it's an opportunity, it feels really good. It feels really right. Let's take a look at that Ace of Cups for you, Sag. For that Ace of Cups, we got the Page of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the King of Swords. So with that Ace of Cups, it's like you want to open up to this, right? But you're a little bit guarded because of those things we mentioned from the past. Like, there's this question of, can I really open up to this? Can I really trust this? Now, I see you considering, do I let down my guard? Do I really trust this? And I see you kind of getting to that place of it being a yes. Let's look at the King of Swords, the Moon, the High Priestess, the Seven of Pentacles. You're having to really consider what's going on under the surface for you. Why are you guarded? Why do you struggle to trust? Because there are trust issues that could come up with this. This is something that's meant to kind of blast you open. But if you're not willing to open up to it, and you're kind of holding back, and you're fearful and you're afraid, you're not going to open up the way that this situation sort of asks you to. And so then it kind of requires you to take a deeper look and say, well, why am I not opening up? What's going on under the surface for me? And there could be some pretty deeply entrenched things that are coming out for you, things that could be in your subconscious, things about your spiritual journey, your spiritual self, spiritual lessons you're still learning. All of those things are going to come out through a love experience of this nature, and any blockages that you're having, anything that's been asking to be healed, is going to come through and kind of make itself known. Let's look at the Judgment card, the Knight of Swords, the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's some type of major choice that you're going to have to make here. And it requires kind of leaving your comfort zone and opening up to something entirely new, and really relaxing your guard, letting your guard down, letting your defenses down. And that could feel really confusing to you. And I see you getting a little bit in your head here of, do I really open up to this? And how do I even do that? And all of that. And it's interesting that your oracle cards today are nothingness, experiencing, and patience. And then we have the world card at the bottom of the deck, because it's almost like you have to be patient with yourself, and you have to be patient also with this process at the same time, and say, maybe I don't know what's going to happen. Because in the near future, we have the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. It's almost like the more you try to figure this out, the less you know. And then you start asking, right? Like you start asking spirit, or maybe getting tarot readings, or, maybe even like meditating or something like that, and asking yourself, what's happening here? What's the unknown? And this kind of goes back to the last reading that I had, which is about stepping into the unknown. And I'm actually seeing that the more you try to figure things out, the less you're going to know. And so Spirit's kind of saying, try to figure it out even less, and try to just go with the experience. And it's interesting that we get this experiencing card and patience and nothingness for your oracle cards again, because Spirit's saying, sometimes the nothingness that's there, the boredom, the silence, the lack of action, sometimes that is what you're meant to experience. Sometimes you're meant to sit in that place and just wait. And to you, it's going to feel like you're waiting, and it's going to feel like nothing's happening, but there's something that you're meant to experience within that not experience, if that makes sense. All right, kind of a deep reading today. Let's take a look at the Three of Wands. The Devil in reverse, the Five of Cups, the Four of Swords. You're being challenged to let go of the comfort that comes with knowing what's going to happen. There may be a part of you that panics if there's a moment of silence, or if you don't know what's happening, or if you can't take action. You might feel stuck, you might feel disappointed, and you might perceive this as a negative thing, but it's actually a positive thing, and it's allowing you to rest in a deeper way. If nothing's happening, you don't need to fill that space. You can just be in the silence of it. You can just experience the moment, and it kind of forces you to sit with the divine presence in a way that maybe you've never done before. And it might show up to your human mind, your earthly mind, as nothingness, but it's actually just another experience where you're meant to sort of go within and be quiet. And I see you sort of figuring that out, but also maybe using that time to then fill it with thoughts. And it's almost like the experience of meditation where, you focus on the now moment. Maybe you focus on the breath, or on one thing that you're experiencing, and you pull your focus back to that breath, or back to that nothingness over and over again. And it's sort of like you're being challenged to bring that exercise of mindfulness, of presence into your life in a more external way as well. Let's take a look at the Two of Wands. There's something there that you're going to notice, or you're going to see, or you're going to feel if you open up the space for you to do that. And it has to do with sort of centering yourself. If you quiet, the noise, and you quiet all the external sort of chatter, and you stop focusing on the things going on outside of you, what you're left with is who you are, and how you feel, and what makes you feel powerful. And it's almost like you're being asked to kind of go within and to center yourself in a way that you haven't, by silencing what's going on outside of you. It's interesting because you are manifesting something for you, and it comes in, whether this is a relationship or an opportunity, but then even with that, you're still forced to sit and just be and have patience. And you could be wondering, like, what's going to happen next with this opportunity? What's going to happen next with this relationship? And you're actually being challenged to put that down too, and to say it's okay. Even if everything goes really well, or if things don't go so well, I have myself, and I know myself through silence. So wow, this reading took a turn and kind of went deeper and more spiritual than I was expecting. Let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, once you kind of silence your mind, I just heard like silence your cell phones, please. Like silence your inner cell phones, I guess. Once you do that and you open up to the silence that comes when you silence your mind, it's like you receive an answer. And like from the fogginess, from the confusion comes an answer. And there's something there that spirit wants you to see that you're not seeing. And it's almost like you have to go deeply into the silence or deeply into the stillness and really be patient with what feels like nothingness to kind of find some gem that's hidden inside of you. So, really interesting. Let's get 3 cards of advice from Spirit before we close out the reading. For your advice, we have the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Hermit. You're looking for love and stability, and you're going to find it. But you're going to find it within yourself first. And then it's going to be reflected outside of you. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helps. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you next time.